So I guess it's timely for me to tell you about my journey as a woman, a mother, a health advocate, and an entrepreneur. I'm sure all of us multitask, but I have certain facets in my life which have naturally developed into passions and advocacies, which in marketing speak, I guess could be called brands. So these three brands speak about what are important to me. While they're all interrelated, let me talk about them one by one. Mommy Nina PH is all about motherhood and family. It's about sharing with other moms and learning from them as well. So here's a quick video of my mommy journey.
Mas dumami ngayon ang mga pasahero dito sa Araneta Bus Station. 37 batang may edad 5 pababa.
Ako po si Nina Corpus.
So, being a mom, at the time was the farthest thing from my mind. I love kids, but I was not the type who really dreamed of being a mom. So, nangyari sa akin tulad ng nangyari sa iba naming mga colleagues, late kami nag-asawa. I got married at 30 and I had my first baby at 35. Looking back now, I think having my first child later than usual, nung mas mature na ako, was God's way of truly preparing me for the challenges of motherhood. I had appendicitis at 8 months and it was about to rupture. But eventually, they took it out and it was the most painful thing. Kahit sabihin mong there were many trials and errors with our first baby, we survived. Buti na lang, my next pregnancies weren't as dramatic as the first. When I got pregnant with Emily and Luke, I was so cool na. Nothing bothered me anymore. Everything happened the way it should be. Thank God. Ask any mom, and I'm sure they will agree with me. No matter the hardships, yung dami ng challenges, yung pagod, yung puyat, they don't compare to those happy, triumphant moments with your children. I guess it's the little things. When they jump in bed with you in the morning, when they give you tight hugs and kisses and give you sweet messages of love and affection, wala na akong hihingin pa. It really makes my heart full. That it all boils down to love. Unconditional love. Being a mother has changed me completely. I did not realize I was so much stronger than I thought I was. Na nakaya ko lahat yun. So from then on, I really believe that all mothers are warriors.
For Mommy Nina PH, my platform is social media on Instagram, FB, and YouTube. I produce content such as parenting tips and life hacks. I do Mommy Nina Recommends, where I review products that I believe in. I also engage in mommy communities by moderating parenting forums and sharing my experience during community Zoom events. Hashtag Healthy Naman is a continuation of my health advocacy. While I had covered different beats as a reporter for more than 15 years, I felt that it was doing health stories that I was able to provide public service to our kababayans. I hosted a show called Magandang Gabi Doc on DZMM Teleradyo, which eventually became Good Vibes. We talked to health experts, provided information, and even free consultations live on air for those who really had no access, especially people who live in the provinces. And we also did medical missions, where we brought the actual medical service, such as checkups, to areas and communities that really needed them the most. But as we all know, last year, when ABS-CBN and DZMM were closed down, Good Vibes was among the hundreds of programs that was put off the air. Our voice was cut off. But like some of the other anchors and hosts of the network, we wanted to continue doing what we believe in. In my case, I put up a health program, hashtag Healthy Naman, which is on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. On the show, we want to fight medical misinformation and fake news that can cost lives. I interview medical experts to talk about myths and facts of people's biggest health concerns.
Natatakot ka pa rin bang magpa-vaccine? O baka meron kang agam-agam laban sa COVID-19 vaccine? Ano ba ang pinagkaiba ng mga bakuna tulad ng Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca, Gamaleya o Sinovac? Bilyong-bilyong piso po ang inilaan ng gobyerno, 73 billion pesos para mabakunahan ang 60 million Filipinos to achieve herd immunity. Ano ba itong herd immunity? Sasagutin po natin ang mga tanong na yan at marami pang iba.
I'm also happy that I have partners and communities that support me because we share the same advocacies. I am the Hope from Within ambassador, which advocates the welfare of cancer patients. I work with the Philippine Heart Association to advocate for special attention to women's heart health. I'm also an advocate for Healthier PH, a program which promotes a holistic approach to health with focus on mothers who take care of their families. Nina Inabel is my journey as an unlikely entrepreneur. Some of you may know that I have this clothing brand that showcases the hand-woven Inabel fabric from Ilocos, where I am from. So I have this short video to tell you the story.
I love dressing up my kids. Tell me the colors and the patterns that you like. You show mom. What
I like this one.
This one. To me, they are living dolls, and I would always look for design inspiration online. And so I thought, why don't I make their clothes using local fabric? And so I did. Somebody took notice, and it was no other than the owner of Pinto Museum and patron of the arts, Dr. Hoven Kwana. Now, I had a chance to showcase a part of my roots with my children as my models. What started as a typical story about a mom playing dress up with her kids soon unraveled to reveal a new, exciting chapter in my life. Nina Inabel is more than just another clothing line. It's about the beauty and tradition, the style and creation, and that wonderful bond between members of the community. When my customers give me feedback by writing me a personal letter, I never expected them to do that. Recently, I met a client online, and after she ordered 5 face masks, I found out that she's a patrol woman in Samar. She told me she felt so beautiful wearing our Inabel face mask while she was in the line of duty, wearing her fatigue uniform, giving out COVID flyers to the community. These top Inabel moments have given me newfound purpose in life. Who would have thought that I'd changed my career at 40? But then recently, someone told me that nothing happens by accident. God has a purpose.
Then the pandemic happened. I guess I was still luckier than the others since I was still a very small operation. I didn't have a store or many employees. At that time, the big fashion designers were donating hundreds of PPEs to doctors because of the shortage. I couldn't do that because I was very small operationally. So what I decided to do was to donate beautiful face masks to the doctors. I initially did not plan on selling these, but the doctors were so happy and they would post it on their social media sites since the masks, they told me, made them feel beautiful. Then after that, I started getting orders and it took off from there. From selling high-value products to a few customers, we began to sell face masks to more customers. In April 2020, that was the lowest point. But the adjustments were done in May, and by June, we were able to bounce back to pre-pandemic levels. So that was the pivot that happened to us during the pandemic. I also engage in forums to talk about preserving our culture with Indigenous fabric advocate Lauren Legarda and go negosyo to share my journey as an accidental entrepreneur. So that wraps up an intro into my three passions: being a mother with Mommy Nina PH, a health advocate with hashtag Healthy Naman, and as a creator and entrepreneur with Nina Inabel. What did I realize? I think we all agree by now the value of connection. While some people see me as an expert, I'm actually an advocate and I need communities and partners to help me in this journey. The lockdown, as we've all said, has accelerated the digital shift. Before, the internet was a luxury, now it's a necessity. The digital shift has changed our habits and lifestyle. Everyone has no choice but to adjust. And now, apart from my work online, my kids do a lot of online classes, from schooling to extracurricular activities like dancing, cooking, and art. Who would have thought that you could all do this in one day? Of course, you cannot do this if you do not have a reliable internet connection. While it's a great tool, the trade-off is the expectation that you're always on. Clients expect you to answer at any time of the day. Sometimes friends can't understand why I can't join the Zoom inuman, or kids having a meltdown in the middle of a quiz because of poor internet connection. The expectations for us moms has always been that we are super moms, even before the lockdown. We take care of things. And now it seems like the pressure and expectation is even higher. Yes, we are coping and taking care of things, but not every day is perfect. There are good days and bad days. But the bad days doesn't make us bad people or bad parents. Every day is an opportunity for us to bounce back and do better. It's an ongoing journey and we cannot do it alone. We'll always need support from communities and partners such as Sky to enable us to thrive and survive in this new normal. Thank you.